I'd like to talk to you about future-proofing your Fresh ERP system. Is your ERP system suitable, capable of addressing the future? The world of Fresh ERP has to date been made up of cottage industry providers, small companies who are popular in any given country, who have built up a small user base, who are doing their best to keep the product moving forward on limited facilities. What do these companies typically turn over? 8 million, 6 million, 4 million, 3 million. They're typically in this sort of range, small privately held businesses. And if those are your turnover figures, how much are they likely to be able to invest in R&D? 250, 350, 500, 400, nothing? It's not a lot, is it really? Given the technological impacts that are starting to hit the fresh produce sector, this is not a great deal of money to ensure that your fresh produce business is going to be fit and competitive for all the future challenges it faces. So there is a tectonic shift beginning to happen in the world of fresh ERP. Microsoft are joining the world, and they're going to invest 100 million a year into the fresh produce ERP market in collaboration with LINKFRESH. We've spent so far 20 million in developing the Dynamics LINKFRESH solution. Together, we're creating a juggernaut that's going to redefine this marketplace. As well as the Microsoft Dynamics solution, when you buy Microsoft Dynamics and LINKFRESH, you automatically get access to the Microsoft Stack. So you have the ability to use artificial intelligence. So imagine when you're doing your demand planning for your potatoes or your peaches or your figs or whatever, you can add the weather into your planning, because that will have an impact on the yield. Or perhaps take account of social listening, whereby the computer is automatically trawling the web, listening to comments about your products and your company, and if it finds your new pineapple is being talked about all over the houses, you might want to increase the supply of your new pineapple in the demand forecasting. So social listening is another big element of the Microsoft Stack. Microsoft Flow allows you to link anything to anything. So when you create a new inventory item for that pineapple, it automatically populates a web entry so people can buy it automatically on the web. It allows you to build process flows which are relevant to your business, easily built and very, very powerful, making business decisions much easier. Power Apps gives you the ability to create mobile apps that integrate with the core ERP system by yourselves. You do not need to use expensive consultants. So you have the ability to build small surround systems to do key things for you without the need for expensive programmers and expensive IT people. Power BI is without doubt the best analytics tool on the market. It will bring your data to life. It will allow you to deliver true information to your executives rather than just raw data. So with Microsoft Dynamics and LINKFRESH, yes, it does all the things we require of a fresh ERP system, but it's much, much more than that. So this is why some of the biggest and best companies in the world are now selecting Dynamics LINKFRESH. Dole, Perfection Fresh, Westphalia, Del Monte, Total Produce, Giamara, large corporates who are now beginning to feed into our roadmap for the product. And wouldn't you like a product with a roadmap where the best in the world are dictating what the product's going to do in the future? Do you not think that you would then have a solution that's really keeping up with market trends? I think you probably would. So who should you choose? Should you choose that local provider who did quite a good demo on features and functions, or should you think beyond that and think who is actually going to be the winner of the future? And if you just buy on features and functions, you might get one of these. This is perfectly good. It meets all your criteria. You wrote down when you went to select your new phone. It makes calls and sends texts. But what you actually want is not one of those, it's one of these, because what you actually want is a solution that makes calls, sends texts, and delivers the future into your hands. So be very careful how you select a fresh ERP system. Be very careful what you buy.